The world lost a cultural icon today. Singer, actress, songwriter, and philanthropist Dolly Parton building a career that spanned generations. The queen of country music wrote thousands of songs, including, we know them, Jolene and I Will Always Love You. She also starred in films like 9 to 5 and Steel Magnolias. While becoming known for her generosity and humble Tennessee roots, Parton was 80 years old. And Dolly left her mark on people around the world, including right here in Sacramento. Tonight, we're joined by longtime DJ Tony Cox, who has a very personal memory of the country music legend. Tony, you are a legend here in Sacramento. So good to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me down on such a sad day, though.
Tony, listen, you met Dolly when she visited the did you say KROY, right?
KROY.
KROY AM radio station in Old Sacramento. This is in the 70s.
77.
Before I was born, long time ago. Take us back to that day. And what do you remember most about meeting Dolly?
Well, there's so many things. I walked in that day, and I had just interviewed Barry Manilow the day before, and that didn't go very well. So I didn't know what to expect from Dolly. She had a #1 song that we were playing on the radio, and there she was in all her glory. And I walked in and she was, "Hi, how are you, Tony?" And we sat down and we did an interview that I thought was going to last 15 minutes. She was there for 4 hours. She wanted to learn about radio. This is why she had an intelligent brain, too. Just an amazing woman. So she wanted to know how to be a disc jockey, how the music was rotated, how many commercials we played an hour. She was actually looking at the notepads, and I was very impressed with that. She stuck around all day, took us to lunch. We went out onto the streets of Sacramento. We were inundated with fans. They found us, and it was just amazing. Had I known how big she would have become, I don't know if I'd have been so at ease talking to her. She didn't intimidate me at all. And of course, I asked her if they were real. And she said, "Tony, I'm the kind of gal that if they weren't real, I'd go out and buy a pair."
Look at that.
And that's how sweet she was, very transparent. Everybody loved her, and everybody knows exactly what she's done since that day. So it was one of the highlight interviews of my career.
Tony, when we were talking in the green room off camera, there was some emotion, tears came to your eyes.
Yeah.
And I've seen this quite a bit today. A lot of people with genuine emotion, real tears. And people might wonder, well, if you don't know somebody, how can you be so emotional? So talk about, for you, why do you think people are so emotional over this? Obviously, there was such an impact coming from Dolly.
Well, I think she portrayed her roots. You could tell that she was very humble. She had talent and she knew it, but she didn't push it around. In the interview earlier, I heard her say, "I look like a woman and think like a man." And that's how she became a powerful businesswoman. And when she came to see me on the air, she sat on my lap, she gave me a hug. She was just so normal and so sweet. So this morning I was on a bike ride, got a text saying Dolly had died, and I felt bad. But then my daughter called and said, "Pops, they're lowering the flag at the fire station, half-mast." I said, "Why?" "Well, Dolly Parton died, and Trump had everyone lower the flag." And you know, I don't want to get political, but that's how much of a thread she was in the fabric of America. She was America all the way.
We talked about Republicans and Democrats uniting over this, you know, having conversations and emotion over this. When you look back on that visit all these years later, what is the one thing about Dolly that has stuck with you outside of her humbleness and her kindness?
Well, her curiosity. I think she was very curious about everything. I don't think she ever stopped learning. She never stopped performing. She never got old inside. And she was realizing later in the last few months, since her husband died last year, that she was approaching the final chapter. And I think that she accepted that very well. She didn't want any sympathy from anyone. She stood on her own 2 feet all the way through life. And really, I think today all that came to be. And when someone like this passes, we probably will learn more about her than we ever knew when she was living.
Before we wrap it up, I feel like I need to say, or ask you rather, do you have a favorite Dolly song?
Well, it's probably the first one I ever played on the air, "Here You Come Again." I didn't know who she was. And
how old do you think she was at that point?
Well, she was 8 years older than me.
Got it, okay.
Yeah, I'm 72, she's 80. So at the time I was 22, so she was 30.
Wow.
Oh my God, younger than a lot of people. And yet she was so mature and so for being a newcomer to the industry, which is a tough industry, the music business. Oh, so bad. But anyway, she survived very well without getting calloused. She never got an attitude. And she gave back what people gave her.
Yeah,
Right
generational just talent. We'll see that transcended through generations to come.
Yeah, she will never fade away.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
My
here
pleasure.
tonight.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back.